Good morning, dear students. This is the second video of chapter 2 Economics. Chapter name is Sectors of Indian Economy, and this video is for the student of standard 10. Students, in our previous video we covered the topic of sectors of Indian economy. First section we just covered that economic activities are on the basis of the work, that was the primary sector, secondary sector and the tertiary sector. Here you can see economic activities are classified into groups using some important criterion. These groups are known as sectors of economy. People around us are engaged in different activities to earn livelihoods. Some may be producing goods while others may be delivering services. So that's why we just covered the topic primary activities, in which people are engaged in the natural surroundings and they are just utilizing the natural resources to get the natural product. That was the primary activity. Next was the secondary activity, where primary activities products or the people which just give the products after just doing the final process in the primary activity, so that was becoming the raw material for the secondary sector. Just like take example of the bread. Okay, we have taken example of the bread in the previous video. So a loaf of bread is coming from where? It is coming from the flour mill, that is secondary, and finally when it is processed in the factories, it is becoming a bread. Okay, so altogether three sectors economic activities were involved. You can see some pictures over here which is showing different economic activities. One farmer just spreading the fertilizer, so that is involved in the primary activity. The person who is just carrying the load of the people's suitcase or bag, so that is coolie. Okay, so they are involved in the secondary, not secondary activity, tertiary activities. You can see a shopkeeper selling goods, they are involved in the tertiary activity, postman involved in the tertiary activity, and the workers, the labor who are just working over there, they are also involved in the tertiary activity. So people are just involved in different work for the earning, so that is called economic activities. Here in this video especially we will cover the next section, that on the basis of working condition of the workers, how many types of economic sectors are there. So organized sector and unorganized sector. As name is suggesting, what we call organized, which is in well mannered, which is well planned, so they are organized. Unorganized, which is opposite of that, which is not well planned, not organized, so they are called unorganized sector. So people are involved in both of the sector, because we know that our country is second populated country. So we are having the job crisis. So people, whoever are just finding the job opportunity in any sector, they are just getting involved in. So they are involved in the organized sector also and unorganized sector also. So here you can see the organized sector covered those enterprises where the term of employment is regular. Okay, so organized means it is systematic. Okay, here employees are getting the regular employment. It means there is no job insecurity. They are registered by government. They follow rules and regulations by various laws such as the Factories Act, Minimum Wages Act, payment of gratuity, shops and establishment, etc. It means all type of assurity are just given to the worker, so that they can get the retirement, they can get the minimum wages, whatever the wages assured by the government to the worker. Next, workers in the organized sectors are paid according to prescribed scale. They also get payment in time on regular basis. So on time payment is beneficial for the workers, that whatever the governments are assuring, whatever government salary increment rate is there, so according to that only workers are getting the salary. Next is they get annual increment and other allowances such as provident fund, payment during holidays, paid leave, gratuity, medical benefits, safe working conditions. So these are the advantages for the workers who are engaged in the organized sector. So as name is suggesting, always just focus. So here workers are getting all types of facilities. Okay, they are getting paid leave, they are getting payment during holidays, provident fund is also there, PF, medical benefits also they are getting. They can form trade union. Okay, they can form their own trade union also, workers union also, so that they can put their grievances in front of the management. If we talk about the unorganized sectors, so the unorganized sectors is characterized by small and scattered units which are largely outside the control of government. It means if few people just gathered together and decided that okay, we will start any business or we will run factory which is not under the control of the government directly. Okay, so these types of factories or institutions which is not granted by the government but privately running, so they are the unorganized sector. Unorganized sector does not follow any rules and regulation passed by the government because they are spending their own money. Government is not spending their money over there. Most of the jobs are low paid and often not regular. Many private sectors are there where employees are working and getting very low wages, but yet they are forced to work over there because they don't have any other option. There is no provision of overtime, paid leave, holidays, leave due to sickness, etc. So this is unorganized and it is proving by this type of thing. They cannot form trade union. It means once you will form the trade union, so you can go against the management. So that's why they restrict the people not to form the trade union. You can see some people who are engaged in the unorganized sector. So they are these people where they don't have the job security. Next, if we see the people who are in organized sector, so you can see how everything is managed. They are having their cabin, their offices. Okay, they are getting the lunch time, they are getting the facilities over there. So this is the benefits of the organized sector. If we talk about workers under unorganized sector need protection, so they are low paid salaries. So first their salaries must be increased so that they can maintain for their livelihood. Therefore they are not able to fulfill even their basic needs. They are exploited. Okay, exploitation of the workers means not that every time the owner will just beat the person. Sometimes they are just taking long working hour time, long duration of timing is there for the work. Okay, sometime 10 to 12 hours, because this is unorganized. No one is just coming to take care of the workers, to look the workers problem. Employment is there but not on regular basis. They can be thrown out any time without any reason, because government has not issued that okay, you are just recruited by the government, so government is taking your responsibility. That is private run sector. So here employees are not having the guarantee of their job. They can be thrown out any time without any reason. Okay, it depends on the mind of the owner that whom they want to just keep or whom they just want to throw. Other than salary, which is very low, they don't get any other benefits. Okay, just like we have read that PF is there, provident fund is there, paid leave is there, holiday leaves are there with paid salary. So this type of facilities are not here in the unorganized sector. These workers also face social discrimination. Sometimes they socially just boycotted, socially they feel isolated. Okay, because their work is not suitable for the society. They cannot just maintain the living style, lifestyle as others, so they feel discriminated. Protection and support to the unorganized sector is both necessary for economic and social development. That's why their development is required. because ultimately they are also playing very major role in the development of our Indian economy. Okay, and altogether this is the matter of the GDP, gross domestic product, the value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sector for that year. Okay, so if we talk about the hard work of the labor, the workers who are engaged in the organized or unorganized, so both are working very hard for the production, but who are facing problem? The unorganized worker, and ultimately both of them are just working for increasing the GDP of our country. So what is this GDP? If you will just see, so it is the value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year. It means in one year whatever produced in the primary, secondary and tertiary, it is the overall calculation of all, and the sum of production in the three sectors gives the gross domestic product of a country. GDP shows how big the economy of a country is. Okay, so with the help of GDP only, gross domestic production, that how much is the total production in a country in one specific year, so that is giving the idea and the size, showing the size of the economy of a country. India is a developing country, students. That's why it is very much important for all of us to focus on the GDP of our country every year. So this is the end of this class, students. I hope you understood. Thank you for watching.